She said it's a hilarious show. It's a very relatable show to what's going on in the world. And she said specifically my house because there's a scene or there's a whole episode about these people, this family. They have like 4 kids, and one of the kids is watching beheadings on the internet. The other kid is watching PewDiePie play video games, and another kid stumbled upon porn on the internet. And it's all about, the whole episode's about, we're on our phones too much, technology's too much, we need to stop. So my sister tells me to watch this show, and I'm like, I remember when it first came out. I said, I watched the first episode, but it didn't do anything for me. She's like, just watch this episode. She goes, we love the show. So I watched it. I laughed my ass off this whole episode. It's hilarious. And beheadings aren't funny. But in this episode, they're hilarious. So it's a show called Blackish. You ever seen it?
Oh, I've heard of it.
But yeah, I've heard of it.
So funny. So funny. So listen, here's a piece of it from last night.
So to see if my beloved internet had really damaged all my kids, we started spying on them, and we did not like what we saw. Sexy selfies? Extreme violence?
That was funny.
So the oldest daughter is taking these sexy selfies in her room, and then the 16-year-old kid is watching beheadings. So then they decide we're going to spy on everybody, or the mom has a big rally, and they take all the cell phones away, and they put in spyware on their phones to catch things.
What's going on? Why have you two gone so crazy?
Since when did you stop trusting us?
It's not that we don't trust you.
I don't trust you.
I don't either. And how can I if we catch you watching beheadings?
What kind of depraved site do you even go to see that?
Seriously.
CNN? It's the news, Dad. It's what's going on in the world.
Just because it's happening doesn't mean you should be watching it.
And you shouldn't be posting half-naked pictures.
I'm in a bathing suit.
In your bedroom.
Yeah.
Making duck lips for no reason.
I have a reason. Marco broke up with me because he said I had no booty, so I wanted to rub it in his face.
Dude, I laughed.
So
and then he
good.
goes, and by the way, don't believe everything that you read on the internet. And the dad goes, exactly. Can you believe that Tom Selleck is worth $4 billion? He goes, I don't believe that at all. And the mom looks at him like, what are you talking about? Why are you reading stuff about Tom Selleck's net worth? And he goes, I got to do a wormhole. Because, we've all been in the wormhole. And,
Yes.
and then when they take the phone away from the youngest daughter, and they're like, no more internet for you. So she throws away her laptop. And he gets his old encyclopedias out. He goes, hey, read these. Use these for your information. So this girl, she's like a bookworm, and I've never seen the show this first time, so she's reading all this stuff, and then she's like, who's this Ronald Reagan? and then she goes, how come no one's talking about what's going on in East Germany right now?
It's all outdated.
They're like, all right, don't read those anymore. Don't read those anymore. So I am in on this show, man. It is so, and then he goes on Instagram, the Anthony Anderson goes on
He's
Instagram,
great.
and he's like liking his ex-girlfriend's posts from back in the day, and the wife catches him, and he's like, well, what was it? Oh, and then he goes, oh God, what is it? Just because, oh God, she calls him, so she says, she's a doctor, I guess, and she's doing Snapchat in the emergency room and putting filters on. And, well, people are like, there's blue codes and red codes, and she's like, got it on whatever. And she goes, oh my God, I am vain. He goes, you are not vain. Just because you like to look your best all the time doesn't mean you're vain. And she goes, that's literally the definition of being vain.
It's gotten a bunch of like Golden Globe, Emmy nominations. And then I think Tracee Ellis Ross actually won for Best Actress.
Yeah, she has. But here's the thing: the episode I just played for you, that's season 3, episode 11. I think there's 7 episodes or 7 seasons.
Yeah, there's 6 seasons. That's why I'm surprised that you're in it, because if it has too many seasons, you're usually like out.
I know, but when my sister was like, that's the thing, when I get a recommendation from somebody that I respect in the TV world, I kind of go, okay. It's like my sister and her kids, they were always behind my family in TV watching. Like they were watching Friends when my kids already went through Friends. My kids already went through The Office. In fact, my kids have gone through The Office the whole thing 3 different times already. And then my sister's kids start going through The Office. Now they're watching Blackish, which I've never seen. They did go through Grey's Anatomy, which I was not going to do that. I did that my own self, but I wasn't going to do it with my kids. But Blackish, like when I turned it on, everybody in my house stopped and started watching it. I mean, it's really funny. Anyway, it's going to be big.